I'm here with Todd again from AEG, and he's going to show us one of their recently released titles, which is Planes.
Yes, Planes just came out. Planes is part of our Destination Fun series. It includes trains, and as people have asked, there will be in automobiles next year. But in Planes, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get your party onto their plane so they can get to their destination. And the game is based on the traditional game of Mancala, where you have your little colored cubes, and on your turn you'll pick up one, and as you move you have to leave them in their space, and then on future turns, if someone wants to move a group, they have to take all the colors and move them along. What you're trying to do ultimately is to get them onto your matching plane. So for instance, yellow's plane is over here, and to do that you'd be in a situation where you have one, and then one more goes to the gate, and then they get on. If you have too many, you have to keep moving on down the line. That's how you would score 5 points. Now, every time a passenger gets on a plane, the passenger counter moves. And when you have 12 passengers on planes, the game ends, you total up points, you see who wins. There's also neutral planes, where you'll be moving. Sometimes you'll have to pick up these black neutral cubes, and you can choose to end and put a neutral on their plane, and you'll get to draw 2 cards, which I'll explain in a minute. The problem with that is that also moves the passenger track, and nobody got points, so it brings the game closer to finishing. The cards are what's really interesting about the game. Each card has an effect you can play it for at the top, or a bonus you can play it for at the bottom. Now, for instance, this one says move backwards. So instead of following the track, you could pick up this group and move in an opposite direction, which of course no one would expect. If you could also, if you didn't use the action, you could play it for the bonus. So in this case, it has a 4 and then 4 little black cubes. That means if a single space on the board has exactly 4 cubes, and all 4 of them are the neutral black cubes, you would score 3 bonus points, which is how you're going to get more points over the game than just getting on your plane. That is essentially the game. It is just that simple. Now there's some fun stuff, like some of the cards may say have 2 of your cubes meet up at the fast food restaurant. So you would take one of your cubes from here and say there was another one over here, and put them where the fast food restaurant is. So it's a way to, again, manipulate your board state to where you can get more of your cubes to their plane.
And so it's a 2 to 4 player game.
It is a 2 to 4 player game.
How long does it take to play?
Generally about 25 to 30 minutes.
And what kind of age range would you say the game is suitable for?
Usually about 10 and higher is the best for this, just because a little bit of the game is a bit abstract with the moving of the cubes and lining up over spaces, but they tend to do well with it.
Okay. And I will also point out these very cute little player aids that you use in front of you, and they look like airline tickets, which I think is really cool. So yeah, that's the player aids. Oh, thank you very much for that.
Thank you very much.